Let's answer your solmization questions. Welcome to this new video. I'm Ricardus, I'm Musicus Practicus, and today let's answer your question because I made a big mistake. When I created the new community, the new domain with the new website, I set up these communities. So when you are within these communities, you can post your question, your exercise, and what you do to get a feedback from me or other people within the community. And here in the solmization community, there are old people, old members who are studying solmization or studied solmization in the past with, for me, as mi fa tutta musica. And I made a mistake because I didn't check the pending approval for the post, and so it was automatic. But thanks to Stefan, who told me that, so now I can see all your questions in the last 2 months. But now we are here to answer you. Let's start with Stefan and let's see his question. So Stefan asks, so when reading dur, so hard, we have basic rules such that we mutate to sing re when ascending on D or A, and we mutate to sing la when descending on E or A. Right, the rule DEA or DEA in Italian. Is there any good reason not to generalize this rule to mutate on hexachord degree 2 and 6 when ascending and 3 and 6 when descending instead? I mean, the rule for moll is already the same, GAD, being the 2, the 3 and the 6 just as D, E and A are the 2, 3 and 6. Would it not make it easier to solmize in modern keys, or I am missing something basic? Your question is very interesting because we are comparing, now we have to compare to answer your question, two ways of thinking, our and the way of thinking of ancient musicians. First of all, consider that when you say if it makes sense, so is there any good reason to generalize this rule to mutate on hexachord degree 2? Consider that when you say re, you are saying hexachord degree 2. So imagine ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la, these syllables, like mental shortcuts to think about degree 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me show you now what I mean. Here, in the Musicus Practicus Academy, there's this course, which is a solmization one here. When you join, here you have this, where is it? Here. And lesson 3 in stage 3 is about the hexachord. Stage 2 is about the hexachord. Then stage 3, the union between the grayscale and the hexachord. Now, let's take this example. When we talk about the hexachord, we are talking about degree 2. So, C sharp, ut, re, it's degree 2. Ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, ut. Or if you want to descend, ut, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, la, sol, fa, mi, re, ut. This way. So your answer is yes, it makes sense. Consider that ancient musicians in the Renaissance used to write music in only 2 natures, with anything in the key and with the B flat, because this is a musica vera, true music, authentic music. Otherwise, with 2 flat, 1 sharp, it's musica ficta, false music. So you can't write in musica ficta. So that's why Banchieri, if I remember correctly, pointed out these rules, because they are useful to understand the process. Then, when you know how DEA and GAD rules work, okay, you can do the next step. And in fact, if you go in the partimento method, in stage 2.1, I'll show you where it is. Here, of course, it's the partimento method. Also in the free access, you have it. In the partimento method, stage 2.1, where is it? Here. You have an entire video and lesson here dedicated to solmization in tonal music. And as you can see, so watch the lesson and you have all the places. And as you can see, in all the keys, you have the same degrees. Just the letter is changing because you are in a different key. So the first degree in D major is D, and the first degree in B flat major is B flat. but degree 3 is degree 3, is mi and mi. U, tre, mi. Mi is degree 3 in D major, F sharp, and U, tre, mi. D is degree 3 in D major, which is mi, so it's always mi. So the answer to your question is yes, it makes sense. Consider the point of view of a musician of the 16th century. It's not like our modern point of view. So that's why it's also important to start thinking as an ancient musician in the same way of an ancient musician, because when you then look at an ancient page, you need the mindset of an ancient musician, so all the elements, the framework with which an ancient musician used to think. So the definitive answer to your question is yes, it makes sense. And you are not missing something basic, as you say, but you are understanding how the process works, how is the real process. And so, glad to answer your question. Remember to all of you that you can learn solmization with a lot of exercises in Fammi et Mi Fai Sotto Musica. You can find the link here in the description and start singing music with your hand. Ut, fa, sol, re, mi, fa. Can you sing with your hand? Consider that this method has been used to teach music from the Middle Ages until the early 19th century. All the great musicians whose music captivates and moves us learned the basics of music starting right here, with a simple hand that I have drawn on a glove, which encapsulate all the elements of music: the great scale, hexachords, clefs, notes, and melodies. Everything in the palm of one hand. It is true that it's not so easy to learn this system at the beginning. It is all based on a series of musical relationships and ratios which are different from modern music theory. The historical sources are written in ancient Italian, making them accessible to only a few. Furthermore, the way the ancients write is not always so clear. However, if you are as passionately curious as I am, and you would love to learn how to sing like a true Renaissance or Baroque Musicus Practicus, take a look to Fammi et Mi Fa Sotto Musica method. In English, so it will be very easy for you to understand everything from A to Z. 13 stages that are well organized and ordered. Start from stage 1 and gradually progress to stage 13, following the step-by-step order proposed in this journey. Examples, images, and practical exercises that visually teach you what to do, how to do it, and why to do it. Oh, and in the end, we will do a test together. Learn more here.